Hi, my name is Cindy, and I opened up a roadside stand this past weekend, Reiner Roadside Treats in Reiner, Virginia. This was my opening weekend, and I thought I'd let you know what I sold and some things that I learned. So obviously, with it being my opening weekend, I really didn't know what to expect. I feel like I had some good encouragement from the community prior, but still, you just never know. Saturday, again, with nothing to compare it to, I felt like went really well. People trickled in. It's new to the community. It's weird pulling into somebody's driveway, but people still came, and they knew about it beforehand because I have been pretty active on social media talking about my stand. Sunday was a different story. It was pretty heavy in the morning, which I don't know why surprised me. It just did. I was very thankful. So here's some things that I sold. I offered cinnamon rolls. I offered cookies, sourdough bagels, sourdough focaccias. I threw in some brownies and some candied pecans. Sorry, I have some notes here. But let me just give you the totals of what I sold. 43 cinnamon rolls. Some of those were singles, some of those were in 4-packs. I sold 31 bagels, 46 chocolate chip cookies, 23 oatmeal raisin cookies, 3 brownies, 3 packs of candied pecans, 2 cinnamon roll focaccias, which were sourdough, and 6 sourdough jalapeno cheddar focaccias. That's everything I sold. What I had left over was 1 bag of oatmeal raisin cookies, which was a 6-pack, 1 single oatmeal raisin cookie, 1 brownie cake, and 1 bag of candied pecans. And I took that down the street to some EMS volunteers, except for the pecans. My husband wanted those, so he got those. Everything else was done, and they were excited. Overall, I didn't know what to expect. The fact that I sold out of almost the entire stock was shocking and amazing all at the same time. And I just want to encourage others that are having some thoughts about this. I started thinking about this in January of this year. Started pretty heavy research at the end of January, early February. By the middle of February, I had my LLC, and I was just doing more research, making plans, testing recipes. I probably put on 5 pounds, and I'm not even kidding. It's just part of it, and I'm sure it will even out eventually. It's really hard having baked goods in your house all the time. You have to have a lot of self-control. So by the middle of February, I had my LLC and insurance, and my coworkers have been great buying stuff. I did do a craft show at the beginning of April in my community, basically just to get my name out there. I did really well there, so that was exciting, just kind of like a little pre-sale thing. So yeah, so if you're interested in starting something like this, absolutely look into what your state says, make several phone calls to your county, and then I would say make them again, because you're always going to get somebody on the phone that doesn't know what they're talking about but still has information to offer. So I had to make a few phone calls, and then I would find out new information. The first time I called my county, they said I didn't need to do anything. And then I find out I need a license to occupy my house as a business. And then I need a permit. So make a few phone calls and don't take the first person's word as gold. So the amounts that I put out this weekend were pretty much the full amount that I can offer anytime, because I work full time and I don't want my life consumed by this. I don't want to come home every single day and be in the kitchen until 8 o'clock prepping recipes. So I tried to make sure that I only offered what I could. Will I sell all of this every weekend? I'm sure I won't. The weather has a lot to do with it. I will say we did shut down early on Saturday because of the rain, and it looks like this Saturday there might be some more rain. So I don't expect to sell these amounts every single weekend, but it was really encouraging to have this opening weekend. Also, the novelty is gonna wear off. So I'm sure, not everybody's gonna want cinnamon rolls every weekend, and that's fine. I am doing this just for the pleasure of it. It is not a supplemental income for me. It is purely just because I enjoy doing it, and I thought it would be something kind of fun for my community, and they loved it. I put out a little notebook and people signed it, and they told me, we're neighbors, and I've never met them, and I will say, I'm not 100% sure, but I don't feel like I knew anybody but maybe a few people that came to my stand, just from the names on Venmo, the things that people wrote down in the book. So these were not my friends and family. No. These were strangers who wanted to support the community, who wanted something good to eat. And I've gotten a lot of feedback about how people are excited, how good the cinnamon rolls were, which just made me so happy. And overall, it was a great experience. And I am very excited to do this again next weekend and the weekend after that, and go through the summer, and we'll see what the fall holds. So thank you for your support, and thank you for following me. And I hope this information was helpful. If there's any other kind of videos that you want to see about starting a farm stand, but again, thank you. I really appreciate you.